Hello guys, you're welcome to the Business Ghana TV. And for the past few days I've been at the central region of Ghana, which is somewhere around Swedru. So this is very close to the greater Accra. Just around 2 or 3 hours drive from the greater Accra that you get to this place. So actually at this location, we have people who also prefer locations like this to buy houses or to buy lands around. But I am actually in a village. So for those of people who seek adventure or who seek to undertake farming activities when they come to Ghana, I think this is a good location you can consider, because being around or behind Swedru, yeah, almost in eastern region, you understand, that is where I am currently. And you can see there's a lot of vegetations here, and I'm going to show you some of the crops and farming activities that you can do that may help you if you somebody who want to invest in farming when you come to Ghana, and also establish yourself around this location. Yeah, so you can see we have palm nut trees over there, and we have coconut trees. So that is one of the predominant farm activities that is being done around here. So currently this part has been harvested and they've broken that part. So if you're somebody who seeks to undertake or go into farming activity, you can also consider this place. We also have cocoa farms. These are cocoa farms right there. When we go forward, you get to see it very well. So there are actually a lot of farming activities here. They will have some people who want to go into farming. They want to go into cocoa farming. And some want to go into cereal. Some want to go, you see this one right there, that is cassava farm. Cassava is also a tuber, though it's a stem planting crop, but you know, it comes out as a tuber. You understand? So cassava is also one of the farm produce around this place. Yeah. So there are a lot of farming activities. Yeah. So people who know Ghana know about the central region of Ghana, and then they know the kind of crops that could be grown here. And some are also making fortune out of it. This is firewood that you can use for fire. So things like cassava, you go into maize farming, granuts. I really don't see them farm granuts here. That is peanut. They don't really farm peanuts here. But you can have things like cocoa fruits. Let me go into this cocoa farm to show you how it looks like. Yeah. So you have some of the cocoa trees right there. This is how the cocoa tree looks like. This is actually the raw material for Milo. It is actually the raw material for chocolate. It is also the raw material for other, sweets. So you can have, this is the ripe cocoa fruit you are looking at. That is the ripe cocoa fruit. You can see that is the ripe cocoa fruit right there. So when it is ripe, it's yellowish, but when it is unripe, it is greenish. You can take a look at this side. It is greenish and sometimes brownish. These are the unripe ones. You can see these are the unripe ones. And some of it is also kind of brownish. So that is how cocoa farming. So when you plant, and these are even oranges here. You can see orange trees right there. So basically, when you go into cocoa farming, you're going to plant the tree or the seed, and it takes a lot of years for it to germinate into this form. So basically, you nest the seed before you plant it. When you nest it, it grows a little bit, then you come and plant it. It takes around 5 years to 7 years thereabouts to grow and for you to start harvesting. So it needs a lot of patience. It requires a lot of patience and a lot of consistency and a lot of care and a lot of fertilizing it, supporting it with fertilization and weedicides and stuff. So if you look at this entire place, you realize we have a lot of cocoa trees right there. So that is the predominant farm produce around this place. That is the most in central region, in western region, eastern region, in the southern part of Ghana. Yes, you understand. So these are predominant. You also have a palm nut, a coconut farming. You can see this is how the cocoa tree looks like. You can see the fruits right there. So if you are talking about the most, they also have a coconut farming. That means when you go to the beach side and you are buying the coconut, most of them actually come from this side. So when you get to Accra, we have people who sell coconut. So that is what here is where they bring it from. So they harvest it from this place to that place. We have very big coconut farms around these locations here. And we have companies that are into that. So basically, if you are thinking of relocating to Ghana and you're also thinking of going into farming, and you looking at considering some of these crops that I just mentioned, it's not a bad idea. Cassava, plantain, banana, coconut production, cocoa itself. So those are major products you can consider. Some even go into sugarcane farming. All those things are part of the kind of farming activities you can go into. So you have to look at it if you are thinking of going to farming. The one type of farming I really don't see here is the animal farming. People don't really do animal farming here, but for my thinking, I'm thinking if you go into animal farming at this location is good, but just that don't allow them to be roaming into the village. The reason why people don't go into animal farming here is because if you let your animal go and eat someone's farm produce, the person can sue you at the chief palace and you pay a ransom. So if you don't want that, you don't read them. So if you want to go into large-scale animal farming, I think the land and the weather here is quite okay. And if it's like there's always a rainfall at this area that can give you feed to always feed your livestock. You understand? Though there are rainfall seasons, rainy seasons, and dry seasons, but the dry season here is not as severe compared to the one at the northern region of Ghana. So you see, this is one of the villages. You can see the beautiful mosque here. And so this is where I usually come. I come here to reside every month. I come here once. Yeah, come and stay. We have a very nice place like here that you can sit to relax. Bam, bismillah. So you can see I'm really chilling right there. So if you want to go into farming, central region and eastern region are the best locations you can think about. It depends on where you get your land and how much you are able to get a land. Getting a land here 1 year ago, I asked, it was around 33,000 Ghana cedis. But I'm pretty sure by now, if you want to buy a land here, it depends on the location. Me, I wanted it for residential purpose to stay. So if you for residential purpose, you should be targeting around 6,000, 8,000 thereabouts. In a village, in a village, yeah. Or in a village you might get it free, you understand, because if you look at the kind of houses people are building here, it doesn't really consume a lot of space. But if you just want to buy the land, you can see the indigenous type of buildings. These are the old way of building. You can see. So that is it. You can get that. You can get this when you come to this place and they like you. They can even give you free land. You build a small place you can be sleeping. But if you want to buy a land in the township, like Swedwood Township, right now you should be thinking about 100,000. You understand? That's how much? 100,000, 80,000, 50,000. You understand? That's 500 million, 700 million, 1 billion. Yes, in Sweden, central region. Yes. So if you are thinking of getting land at those locations, that's how much you should be thinking about. Some places you might even get around 150,000. You understand? So you have to look sharp and decide if you are somebody who want to relocate to Ghana and go into farming. I think this is a good location for you. Yeah, thank you guys. Bye. Assalamu alaikum. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Yeah.